The day I should like to forget. The day when the subcontinent was parti- partitioned was a day of mixed feeling. It was marred by sadness as well as by happiness. People were happy because they were now free from the foreign rule, but sad because various tragic incidents were happening. As I was living in the Bombay district in India, I saw some of the most tragic and painful events. Whenever I remember them, I shudder. Mass migrates were the natural outcomes of a partition. People of one land were going on to the other. In those days, there happened most tragic incidents like kidnapping, abductions, arson murders, rapes, loot, and bloodshed. I left my heart. I left my heart and home on August 14, 1947, and reached Delhi with the great difficulty. From Delhi, I caught a train so that I might reach Lahore near the border. I got some space for standing in the train. The train was packed to its capacity with the refugees. Many people were sitting on the roof of the train. The train steamed on the train speed on and sped very slowly. On the way, I saw one man murdering another with his sword. I was shocked to see this ghastly murder. In the meanwhile, our train reached the station. It was night time. It was a perfectly dark night. The driver of the engine refused to start the train on the pretext that engine was out of order. It was a difficult time for me. The train was standing at a wayside. The raiders attacked the train meticulously. I took some of the belongings and tried to cross the bridge. As I was very tired, I rested for a while. People were rushing forth, screaming and crying. The families were disunited and separated. I spent my night on the bridge along with other people who were also passing that dark and dreadful night there. But as ill luck but as ill luck would have it, it rained very heavily. Rivers and streams were flooded. The gurgling water was gushing forth on the plains. Nothing could be seen. Many persons became the victims of cold and fell ill. There was no conveyance. The fear was ruling my mind. Anyhow, I ventured to walk through the water which was knee deep onwards to the city. As I was coming with some of luggage, I was checked by a stranger who snatched my belongings. Thanks God, the stranger did not play with my life. I then ran immediately in a frightened manner. I crossed the difficult trains in a bid to reach Lahore, where all the refugees were reaching. I had not taken any food for the last 2 days. I was feeling very angry, but it was all in vain. I reached Lahore. I met a family which was my neighbor at my hometown. The members of that family offered me some eatable and I thanked them. But as were heavy rains and dirt, so there spread an epidemic, and I also became the victim of that epidemic. I had no money for medicine. All rested upon God. I escaped from the jaws of death. Here, the above dreadful details of partition days always haunt my mind. When I recollect the grim instance of cold-bloomed murders, mass killings and firings, I am simply shocked, but now I have decided never to remember those days of misfortunate fortune. Indeed, I should like to forget this moment, most unhappy and unfortunate day of my life.